All right, y'all. Now let's make some deviled eggs. The first thing we need to do is get each one of our eggs cut in half lengthwise and get the yolks in the bowl. Now let me tell you what ingredients you need to make these deviled eggs. The first thing we need is mayonnaise, and y'all know I'm using Duke's. Then we need some white vinegar, some yellow mustard, a little bit of juice from a jar of sweet baby gherkins, some sugar, and some sweet relish. Also, we're going to need some smoked paprika and some chopped bacon. The first ingredient we're going to add to these yolks is mayonnaise. Now, don't start off by adding a big old cup of mayonnaise in there. You're going to start with a spoonful. Then you're going to add a little squirt of yellow mustard. Then add just a little bit of the juice from the baby gherkins. But y'all see me using a spoon here? I'm using the spoon because I don't want to accidentally put too much, because nobody wants runny deviled eggs. And the same thing goes when you're adding that white vinegar, just a little at a time. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. Then use your fork and start smashing it all together. Now, I can't tell you exactly how much of each one of these things to add. The eggs are always going to be a little bit different of a size, or I don't know how many you made. So you have to taste. And then when you add something, you taste again. And then you add accordingly. A good deviled egg is that perfect balance between sweet and tangy. You'll know the consistency is right when they'll stand in a little mound and not run flat. Now, the very last thing I add is the relish, because I just want a tiny bit of that sweet relish, because I really don't want that texture of that relish. I don't want anybody to even know that relish is in there. And if you've done like I told you and tasted as you go, you will know when it is right. Now, let me also say, if you don't have any of the sweet gherkins, don't worry about it. You can still make delicious deviled eggs without it. It's not rocket science. It's just cooking. And to have a delicious deviled egg, you just need it to be tangy with a little sweet. Now, right here, you see me putting them in that sandwich baggie. I just use a little cup, put the baggie down in it, fill it, and then seal it most of the way till I can get the air out of it. And then twist it just like you would a pastry bag. Now, if you want to get all bougie with your deviled eggs, you absolutely can. You can use piping tips and make them all fancy. And I'm not even going to lie and tell you I've never done it. But no, I wasn't going to do it today. And to be honest, I very rarely get bougie with some deviled eggs. Because honestly, my deviled eggs don't last that long. They usually start getting eaten before I've even finished making them. All right, now let's go ahead and get those eggs filled. It doesn't take but a second like this, and there's no muss, no fuss. And now that our eggs are all filled, it's time to get them sprinkled with that smoked paprika. And for y'all that are thinking you don't need the smoked paprika, I mean, yes, you can eat them without it. But are they really finished if you don't have any on there? And the last thing you do is top each one with your chopped bacon. Now you are done.
I'm gonna try the one, this is my tester one. We're gonna try it. They're not any good. Y'all ain't gonna like them. Deviled eggs, y'all. That's how it's done.